Hello everybody, welcome back to our Dance at Home online series, and in particular welcome back to our stretching mini series. So today we're going to work a little bit on our on how to stretch our hips muscles, okay? And you guys are not going to be sitting, but although I'm going to use the chair, that's why I'm sitting right now and relaxing a little bit. Okay, so when we talk about our hips and why it's important that we actually stretch those muscles that are our hips muscles, why is it important? Because whenever your teacher tells you that we need to work on Cuban motion, in human language, it means that you need to understand that this area of your body actually can move, and it can move in different directions, okay? So right now, my dancers, my lovely dancers, I want you to forget completely that you are dancers, okay? I just want you to actually look at yourself. You can look in the mirror and just realize and understand that we're gonna, again, so we're working today from this part downwards, okay? So we're gonna concentrate on this part of our muscles. So, my normal people, not my dancers, okay? My normal people, I want you guys to realize that this hip bones that we have here, the joints, this part of our body can actually move, like I told you, in different directions. First of all, it can move from side to side, just like our body works. From side to side, it can also move forward and backwards, yeah? We can rotate our hips a little bit and do crazy things with that. And we can actually put some weight into our standing leg and our hip will react to that, okay? So right now I'm gonna show you the set of exercises that we as professionals use to warm up this area, so then after that we can dance and feel that we are much warmer and our hips can work a little bit better. So then when your teacher tells you that we're gonna work with Cuban motion, you're not gonna be in a shock, okay? So I prefer to tell to my ladies and gentlemen that it's very, very cool if you can use something to hold on to, because today we're going to isolate our body from our hips, okay? So if you can hold on to like a kitchen counter or a chair, like in my scenario, it's gonna be much easier for you guys to actually use something so you can concentrate on isolating your upper body from what your hips are doing, okay? So I'm gonna show you something with a chair, then I'm gonna show you the same exercises without a chair, only because right now I can isolate my upper body without thinking about that. But for you guys, just to practice how we do it, it's better to be holding on something, okay? So with your hands like this. So I'm going to warm up my hips first of all. So feet slightly apart in a parallel position. Please don't open them like this yet. So parallel position, normal position. Weight is in the middle, like straight in the middle, spread out between two of my feet. And I'm going to start with something that I call just shifting the weight. So I'm going to shift the weight from my one foot to my other foot. As you can see, my hips are reacting to that. So technically what I'm doing right now, I'm just like a metronome, like a little metronome action. And you can make it fast. You can make it slower. I prefer to make a combination of two. Fast, slow, fast, and slow. Excellent. And as you can see, I'm flexing one of my knees and the other is straight. Okay, now we're gonna try to do the same thing, but we're not going to flex our knees, okay? So my ready to go position, and I'm going to shift my weight. Still, my hip will react to that, but my knees are completely straight. Okay, so it's like our platform. And if you're still holding on something, that's gonna be much easier. Okay, nothing too difficult, you guys. I'm sure you can do it, no problem with that. Make sure that your upper body is not reacting to that, so shoulders are parallel to the floor. You can open your arms into our training frame, which is going to be super useful, and try to do the same thing. Okay, now from here, either you hold your hands here or you can put them on your rib cage. Again, don't forget, right rib cage, left rib cage. And we're going to do a little hip rolls But this time I'm going to flex my knees and I'm going to roll my hips. With my knees super flexed. Not super flexed, but kind of flexed. Soft. I call them soft. Okay, you do it to the other side as well. 6 to 8 times. You can do it slower, you can do it faster. All right, very good. Now I'm going to straighten my knees, which is going to be a little bit more challenging, and I'm going to do the same rolls with my knees straight, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this exercise, I want you to put your hands here. If you're not holding on something, put your hands here so you can actually feel that when you roll your hips forward, you're opening these hip flexors muscles, okay? You're opening your hip flexors. Opening and closing. Six to 8 times. And we do it to the other side as well. Okay, excellent. Then you can hold on something and do a little shaky with your legs because your hips have been working. Okay, now from here, we're going to put our hands back on our rib cage, and this time I'm going to flex. For example, I'm flexing one of my knees. I put my weight into my standing leg, so my hip will go into the same direction, and I'm going to put my heel of my free leg off the floor, just like this. And then I go back to neutral. So my weight is spread out. Now we'll repeat it to the other side. Hip, heel of the free leg is up, neutral. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And don't be shy, try to actually stretch it. Try to press your hip into your standing leg so you can see the curve. Up. We do it a little faster. Make sure your back is still flat and you're keeping your spine super stretched. Excellent, then we do a little shaky. Perfecto, there we go. You guys are really cool. Okay, now from here, we're going to try to work on the rotation of our hips. Yes, they can do that also. So you guys are magicians, you're gonna see that. So I'm going to do like this so you guys can see me a little bit more. Now from here, my feet are still slightly apart. Don't put them in a too wide position because that's not going to feel comfortable. So like shoulder width, I would say. Now we're going to repeat what we did before when I did like this. Now from here, I'm going to also, I press my hip into my standing leg. Now I will try to rotate it backwards just as much as I can, okay? So to repeat it one more time. So I go in, I rotate it back. Yeah, so you can see me. As you can see, it didn't affect my shoulders. That's when it's very essential to be holding on to the chair. I'm going to show you in a second how to do that. Then we put our hip back and go to neutral. So one more time, I'm going to do it in the same leg. So we go in, rotate, neutral, boom. Okay? Other side. So we go settle, rotate, back, neutral. Settle, rotate, back, neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and up. Now, if you're holding on something, I'm going to show you how it's going to look like. So you are very stretched position, back is super flat. So I go in, rotate, back, neutral. In, rotate, back, neutral. I will continue doing that. As you can see, what I'm doing with my hips now should not affect my shoulders. No rotations anywhere but in your hips area, okay? And it's a very, very useful exercise for my rhythm dancers or my Latin American dancers. Okay, so there we go. Now from here, I would like to show you one more exercise, which we call the 8 It's very good for your human motion skills, but also very healthy. So I'm gonna put my hands on my rib cage. Again, isolate your shoulders, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm drawing little figure 8 with my hips. I'm simply shifting my weight from one foot to another. Isolate your shoulders, please. No rotation in your chest area, upper torso area. Okay, as you can see, my toes are slightly open, which is normal. Now, from here, for people who want to challenge themselves, we're gonna try to do the same figure 8, but inwards. So we go in, in. See, my feet are my platform, so I'm not using my feet, and my knees are straight. Okay, then we do a little shaky, shaky. And now my neck muscles are warm, my shoulders and shoulder blades are warm, my chest muscles are warm, these muscles are really, really warm. My hips are warm and ready to go. In our next video, we're gonna talk a little bit how we stretch our legs, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay at home, and we'll see you on the dance floor soon.